Hi, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and this is my review for VCI. VCI sent over the Scream Theater Volume 3. It comes with two movies. The first one is Don't Look in the Basement. And Don't Look in the Basement is a story that takes place at a mental institution, I guess is what you would call it. But it's one that's... It's basically a house that's like way out in the middle of nowhere. I think it's in Texas. And this takes place in the 70s because, well, that's when it was filmed. But in the 70s, all these doctors were trying different ideas for therapy. You know, they had light therapy, and you know, they were trying to get away from the whole drug therapy thing. They're trying other things. And in this movie, the doctor that's dealing with the mental patients is trying kind of therapy that gets them to embrace what they hate about themselves, I guess is the way to say it. And one day he's working with this guy with an axe. And the guy with the axe goes after the doctor with the axe. Through the entire movie, I mean, that happens, and then this young lady comes and works. This young nurse has come to the... I don't want to call it an asylum because it really isn't. I would just rather call it an institution. She comes to work at the institution to help with the different kinds of therapies, and when she shows up, the doctor goes missing. And the doctor's assistant has no recollection of the doctor ever saying that he was going to hire someone else. They hire her anyways, and she does well with these nut jobs. And everything is fine. But there's a secret amongst the house that a lot of them don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. I really like this movie. I know that a lot of people said that, you know, Don't Look in the Basement was a bad movie. It's not that bad, really. It's just a 70s film, and it feels like a 70s film, I guess. So, even though you say it's a bad movie, it's not. It's just... The acting's not that... It's a slow movie, I'll say that. There are times you want some stuff to get over with, and it seems like there's just a lot of screaming. So, I would give this 2.5 chainsaws out of 4, you know. That's that movie. The next movie is Don't Open the Door. And, Don't Open the Door... I'm trying to remember which... Okay, Don't Open the Door takes place, again, in Texas. This young lady gets called up by someone telling her that her grandmother is in pretty bad shape. So she goes to her grandmother's to help out, and she finds out that the doctor isn't really taking care of her the way she would like the doctor to take care of her grandmother. So she calls up a doctor friend and asks him to come down, have her admitted to the hospital, and while all this is going on, she's meeting people that she knew when she was young, because she used to live there with her mother. And her mother died when she was like 13. Well, this movie just goes totally off the rails. You know, I mean, not the movie, but the characters themselves just go completely off the rails. This young lady is living in her grandmother's house, and she's constantly getting phone calls of a whisperer type character. Someone that's, you know, kind of menacing. And it's driving her nuts because she really can't do anything about it. I mean, it's just... It's an odd film, and both these movies are from the same director, S.F. Brown Rigg. He did both the movies, and I like them both. As far as Don't Open the Door, I would give like 3 chainsaws out of 4. It's a little bit better than Don't Look in the Basement, in my opinion. Of course, there are other opinions out there that feel differently, but yeah, so I'm going to leave the link for VCI. You guys can check VCI out. They have a bunch. They have 6 volumes, I believe, and I have a few of them coming up, along with other stuff. The picture quality is pretty good. It's not boxy or pixelated type of look to it. I mean, probably could have looked a little bit better, but oh well. It is what it is, you know. Yeah, so that's the front. I love the poster art on the front. And in the middle, this one comes on 2 separate discs. The other ones are all like 2 movies on a disc type of thing, which is cool. So yeah, this is Scream Theater Volume 3 from VCI. I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.